I am Makanza, the co-founder of TRD. So in line with this year's theme to end digital violence against women and girls, we as TRD, we found it deep that we take this opportunity to tell the world all about digital violence. So I'll be talking about the effects of digital violence against women and girls. So with digital violence comes psychological trauma, it comes depression, and also comes with economic losses. For example, if a school girl, is abused cyberbullying, she will not attend school because of the effects of cyberbullying. A woman who's selling things online, she might also not, her livelihood might be cut short just because of a negative comment, just because something said bad on her and violence. And some women, political women who take part in political activities, might withdraw from those activities just because someone said, he or she said. So there is no excuse to abuse whosoever digitally worldwide. So I feel like those are one of the the effects of digital violence.
And you can start.
Hello, my name is Aliam Posho, a co-founder of the Revolutionary Drive. Our motto is to make a change, be the change, to be the change, make a change. So this year we're focusing on digital violence because the theme of the 16 days of gender-based activism days is unite and fight against digital violence against women and girls.
Okay, and that.
Over the years or over the time, we have researched and found out that we have developed in the digital world. There's platforms such as WhatsApp, Instagram, and TikTok. As much fun as it is using these platforms, there's also a sad reality that people are abusing these platforms, and this results in gender-based violence. In cases of Instagram, people post their stories and share their experiences, but the sad reality is that some people see a negative side to this by posting comments that are negative, hateful stuff, such as body shaming other women, saying that these parts of their bodies are not enough or they're not pretty enough, causing women to be depressed and feel like they're not enough. This may result in women getting into a depressional state and maybe thinking of suicidal thoughts. We also have TikTok. People have fun posting stuff and whatnot, but then there are people who are also hateful on those platforms, saying bad stuff about others. We have TikTok, where there's non-consensual sharing of intimate videos and pictures. That's also a form of digital violence. So our platform, our group, our organization, the Revolutionary Drive, is focusing on helping and curbing those instances where people are abusing the platforms. We're working on using our account, our Instagram and TikTok accounts and WhatsApp groups so that we share and raise awareness on what's happening and how we can safely use these platforms and how we can stop ourselves from being victims of gender-based violence digitally. Definitely happening this thing. Okay, people, we can say, for example, our school, there are instances where people are forming a WhatsApp channel talking about girls negatively, saying negative things, hateful stuff. That causes women and our girls, our school girls, to be anxious and to feel like they're not enough and feel like they're not being seen enough or they're not pretty enough in our community. That is gender-based violence digitally.
Okay, thanks so much. You can start.
Okay, so we believe that we can curb digital violence against women by using cyber laws. Some people commit crimes without actually knowing that they are committing crimes. So if all platforms, social media platforms, everyone knows what the cyber laws are, I'm sure it will be able to curb the spread of this digital violence. Also believe that one should have digital literacy on their device, how best to use the social media platforms, the advantages that they have. Not doing is what's